Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. I am so glad that you're here. I wanted to do this video. I turned 30 on February 26th, and I feel 30. I was ready to turn 30. It's not this kind of crisis for me. I honestly see this new decade as a blessing. It's just new beginnings, and I feel like I've gotten 30 plus years of life experience already, and I'm really excited to see what 30 and the rest of this decade has in store for me. I'm really excited about it. So I thought it would be fun in this video to tell you 30 things that you might not know about me. Like some of these you might know, obviously, if you've been following me for a while, if you follow me on Instagram and all that good stuff. And then some of them you might not know. So let's go ahead and jump into the 30 things that you might not know about me. First one is that I am the oldest of 4 girls. I have younger twin sisters and then a youngest sister. So 4 girls, no brothers. Number 2, I grew up in West Virginia, which a lot of you might already know. Number 3, deer are my spirit animal. And number 4, dogs are my power animal. And they're a little bit different. Number 5, this is appropriate. I didn't even realize I put this as number 5, but I have 5 tattoos. I have 1 on each side of my ribs. I have 1 on my left hip. I have a tiny one here and a white ink tattoo here that you cannot really see. Number 6, I live in Minnesota, which I love, but North Carolina is my favorite state, and my family and I vacation there every single year, every summer, for a week to 2 weeks, and this summer will be summer number 28 for me that I have been going on this vacation. I actually lived in Raleigh and Wilmington summers after college, different years. Number 7 is that I believe it takes one person to change the world, which is why I have this tiny little one tattooed on my wrist, which I'm going to talk about more later at the end of this video. I'm going to give you guys a little birthday message from me. Number 8, I am an empath, which means that I not only understand, but I can fully feel the emotions of other people. So when people are stressed or angry or sad or feeling heightened emotions, I can actually feel what that's like. So I stay away from really scary things, scary movies, really emotional TV shows, or I'm just really careful about that. And I use archangels a lot to protect my energy. Number 9, red velvet is my favorite kind of cake, but apple pie is my favorite dessert. And yes, a la mode, but vegan ice cream, because I'm vegan and lactose intolerant. Which goes into number 10, I am a vegan. Number 11, I'm hypersensitive to caffeine. I used to drink a little bit of coffee. I would have about a half cup a day. This was 3 or 4 years ago. And my body cannot tolerate any kind of caffeine anymore. So I have decaf coffee, but I probably only have decaf coffee once every month or once every couple months. I drink lots of herbal tea. Number 12 is I am a Reiki level 2 practitioner, and I do distance Reiki healing sessions. Number 13 is that my passion is teaching other people that they have a power within them that they can use to heal every single part of their life and showing them how to do that. Number 14 is something that actually not many people know. I am a Kundalini yoga teacher, which is another fun fact. So these go together. Number 14 and number 15 go together. So 14 is I'm a Kundalini yoga teacher. 15 is, as a Kundalini yoga teacher, I have a spiritual name, which is Anand Padmani Kar, and it means the lioness who blissfully serves at God's lotus feet, and it perfectly suits me. I love it so much. Number 16 is I am an intuitive. I work very closely with angels, but I also tune into other people's energies and receive messages and do a lot of oracle card readings, and I'm also a medium. Number 17 is that I used to suffer from debilitating anxiety, but have since developed a spiritual practice, daily practice, that helps me to heal this anxiety on a regular basis, because you're never fully free of it, but you can definitely keep it at bay and really help yourself to overcome it in so many ways. And so I have healed and continue to heal my anxiety with my spiritual practices. Number 18 is I have survived 2 should have been fatal car accidents, and I've been in 4 total. Barely had injuries in the 2 should have been fatal ones, but there were definitely angels looking after me. Number 19 is that I have an intense love of animals, which is why I don't eat meat. It is the number 1 reason why I don't eat meat. I can feel the fear energy in meat from when animals are slaughtered and killed, and I take it on, and I also I love animals so much. Every single animal. I love deer and squirrel and rabbits and turtles and, you know, all the animals. I love them so much. I'm deeply connected to animals. Number 20 is that stir fry is my favorite food. It's such a good meal to make as a vegan, because you can put so many vegetables in it, and I like to use the ramen noodles, so it's kind of like a stir fry lo mein, and cauliflower is my favorite vegetable, and I always prefer cauliflower raw. I love raw cauliflower, like an excessive amount. Like I love raw cauliflower. Number 21 is if the green juice doesn't have fruit in it, I am not drinking it. Nope, 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 no way. Number 22 is I'm a voracious reader. I read probably at least a book a week, if not 2 a week. Number 23, I feel most myself when I'm helping others, and that's such a deep soul truth for me. I feel most myself when I'm helping other people. Number 25, long baths are my favorite form of self-care. I was taking one every single night. I don't take them every single night now, but a lot. I would say like 5 days a week I take long baths with candles, oils, Epsom salts, a good book, yummy spiritual music. I meditate, crystals. Oh, I just love long baths. They're so good. 26 is my husband is 2.5 years younger than me, and he's actually 4 months younger than my younger twin sisters. Number 27, I am a huge Steelers fan. My family's from West Virginia, so we don't have a professional football team. And actually, my family further back, like my great-grandfather is from Uniontown, close to Pittsburgh. And a lot of West Virginians are Steelers fans too. But yeah, my family is huge, we're huge Steelers fans, and I love the Steelers so much. Number 28, my astrological sign is a Pisces. My sun sign is a Pisces, and my moon sign is a Cancer. So you can obviously tell if you're familiar with astrology that I would be very empathic and very emotional. Pisces and Cancer are both water signs, both highly emotional signs, and they are my sun and my moon signs. So I'm very emotional, and I'm incredibly connected to music. My favorite type of music to listen to is music with emotional lyrics. I like listening to things that are meaningful, that mean something. A lot of times I cry to music. I listen to music when I'm having good days, bad days, everything in between, because I really enjoy the feelings that I get from music, and I love connecting to music, and it's a way that I release any kind of pent-up emotion. It's a really good outlet for me. Number 29 is that my parents almost named me Holly, but I came out and they thought I was an Abigail. And the last one, number 30, is that I am a crystal reader. I am incredibly connected to crystals and have been since I was a kid, and I use them in my Reiki practice. I'm very connected to their energy, their healing abilities. I have them all over here. I don't know if you guys can see. This is a case with a bunch of crystals in them. And lastly, my truth, what I absolutely 1000% know to be true after 30 years of living on this earth, is vulnerability is the key to all healing. And with that, I have a message for you guys. My 30th birthday message to you all is that it takes one person to change the world. I got this tattoo. It is my tiniest and my most meaningful tattoo that I have. I truly believe that it takes one person to change the world, and that one person is you. We are a part. We are one part in the collective consciousness of humanity. We are one part of a whole. And when we practice vulnerability to heal ourselves, we show others that they aren't alone, that we struggle just like they do. We've gone through similar things that they have. And when we're vulnerable and when we open up to heal ourselves, we show other people that it's okay to open up and be vulnerable themselves and start to heal themselves. And so that's how it takes one person to change the world. It's like, imagine there's 50 dominoes. I like to imagine it this way. So imagine that there's a ring around the earth of dominoes, and they're stacked and they're all standing, right? They're all standing up, and then you change the motion of one domino. You change what it's doing by knocking it down. So the domino is now changed. It's not the same. It's not standing up. It's knocked over. And what does it do? It hits the other domino, and that domino hits the other domino. And when we start to heal ourselves from the inside, when we access that love and light that's within us, and we bring our own darkness to the light through vulnerability, through that practice, and through sharing our truths, we start to heal ourselves. And by healing ourselves and vibrating at a higher level, we then affect everybody around us. We permeate their energetic fields with our kindness and our love. If you guys have ever had an experience where you have been, whether it was your wedding day, your birthday, whatever it was, you've been in this like positivity bubble where you're like, nobody can stop me. I am so positive. Nobody's going to break that down today. I'm feeling so good. And somebody comes in and they complain about something, or they're negative about something. And you kind of, because you're feeling so good, you're like, girl, let it go. It's not worth it. You have so many good things ahead of you. And then what happens to them? When you share that kindness and that love with them, they're uplifted. When we uplift ourselves, we uplift everyone around us. And it's so cool to watch that happen. And so I have been manifesting starting a podcast for the last 2 years. I've had so many ideas, and so many times I've almost started it, but I knew it wasn't the right idea. And about a month ago, I got a download of the right idea, and it is called the Healing Her Podcast. And this podcast is a platform for you, for women just like you, to share their truths. The one thing I didn't want to do was interview experts. I love podcasts that do that, and there's nothing wrong with that. But I wanted this to be a platform where women, everyday women, get to come on and tell their truth to the world and share it with the world. So every single episode is a journey to the truth of one woman. They share their story of how they got to that truth, how they found it, and then we dig deep in that truth. My goal is to not only learn something about them myself and about their truth, but to help them learn even more about this truth. Dig deeper into it, learn more about the roots of it, and maybe get another intricacy of it. And so it's a really great conversation. I absolutely am in love with it. I can't wait for you guys to listen to it. If you want to listen to it, the iTunes link and the Spotify link will be below. It's also available on Google Play if you search the Healing Her podcast. The first 3 episodes went up on my 30th birthday, so they are up right now. If you listen to it and you love it and you want to rate and review it because you're excited about it, if you do that, if you rate and review it and screenshot that, email it to me at abbyeokeefe@gmail.com. I'm going to send you 2 things. 1, I'm going to send you a personal oracle card reading. I will intuitively select a card deck for you, and then I will choose a card, and I will tune into your guides, your angels, and I will give you the messages that the universe wants you to know right now. And then I will also send you the Kundalini meditation to clear the emotional past. This is a 3-minute meditation, but the video tutorial is about 7 minutes long, so I show you exactly how to do it, and then you follow along with me. But it will literally clear out past pain, past traumas, past self-limiting beliefs, emotional turmoil, anything that you've been holding on to consciously or subconsciously, it will clear that. You do this meditation for 3 minutes and it will start to change your life. It's amazing. You'll feel lighter. You'll feel like weight has been taken off of you. It's a beautiful thing. And so I really wanted to offer that to anybody who listens and feels compelled to rate and review it. And if you want to, share it with other people. This podcast isn't about me, you guys. It's about you. So if you're watching this video and you're like, wow, you know, I haven't heard of that before. I haven't seen it before. I haven't seen it before, which is why I created it, and you want to be on it, you have a truth to share, a soul lesson that has a fire in you that you're like, I got to get this out. I want to talk about this. I want women to know this. I want people to know that they're not alone in this. I felt this. I've gone through this, and I've healed part of this, and I'm still working on it. Let's talk about it. Come on the podcast. I'm going to link the application for you guys below. This is really your podcast. This isn't my podcast. I want to make this podcast big because the voice of women all over the world should be heard. Your truths should be heard, and that's what it's all about. So this isn't my podcast, it's yours. So if you have something to share, I want to know about it. The application is like 3 questions. It just asks you to tell me more about your story and exactly what your truth is. And then we'll communicate through email and find a time to record and all that good stuff. So I love you guys. This has been an amazing 30 years of life. I hope that you enjoyed getting to know me a little bit better, learning about my truth, and now I'm ready to hear yours. So go check out the podcast, fill out the application if you feel compelled, and rate and review it if you would like, and I'll send you that amazing card reading. I've been doing card readings all day because I've had people on Instagram and in my communities rating and reviewing it, which is so amazing, and I love it so much, and so I just love doing readings, so I would love to give you one if you decide to rate and review it. I love you guys. Have a great day, and I'm going to be posting some more videos on here really soon, so stay tuned for that, and I will see you then. Mwah!